my friends and family were the only people there. And so I know that I'm into something, because as soon as I started woodworking, even before that, I posted the Scrabble wall in my living room. And my friend was like, a bunch of people were like, ooh, I want some, ooh, I want some. You know how people always like, ooh, I want some, ooh, I want some. I was like, whatever. But a friend of mine was like, no, I want some. How much? I was like, girl, these old clunky things. I was like, I could figure out how to make them for you. And she's like, whatever, how much? And I researched what people were talking for them, charging for them. And I made mine, and I told her my price, and she paid it, and I made some. And a whole little Scrabble tile business started from there. I didn't even try. She told me, no, you're going to make some for me, and I'm going to pay you. Because I don't like to charge people. I was like, girl, I'll do it for free. She was like, no, you're going to charge me, and I'm going to pay you. And a whole business started. Me making freaking Scrabble tiles. And of course, because I'm a process improver, I start figuring out different ways how to improve upon this shit. And I'm getting all fancy with the inks and stuff. It was dope. It was a dope time. It was nerve-wracking, though. I hate paint. Anyway, so after the Scrabble tile business, one day I'm like, you know what? I want Mr. and Mrs. Appleton above our beds. And I start researching. I'm like, okay, how much is these big? This nigga's going off right now with this monster shit. Hold on. This is my life, y'all. They don't listen for shit, I promise. And then when you try to redirect them, you're the mean one. Like, God, what universe do I live in? I'm surviving a 17-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old. Is anyone else surviving their children? Because I am surviving my freaking children. On the flip side, if you think about surviving as you're adjusting your parenting style to each child. So surviving means I have to adjust how I parent my 17-year-old. So I have to move a certain way in order to not trigger a bomb of my 17-year-old. But even in that, I'm parenting her the way that she needs in order for her to feel safe. You know what I'm saying? And then my 10-year-old, again, it's like I have to parent a certain way for her to feel safe and okay, and I have to try to feel like I'm not triggering a bomb. You know, so on both sides, I'm receiving it as, and this is why Dre said he has to walk on eggshells now, because he can't be himself. He has to move a certain way in order to function. But isn't that what we're supposed to do? We're supposed to parent each child individually, which means we need to be this way with one kid, this way with another kid, this way with another kid, and this way with another kid. And so that respect, I'm surviving all 4 of my children. Because each one, at any given time, I could trigger something. And I'm a mean, bad mom. I'm a mean, bad mom. You know how many times I hear that shit a day? But anyway, so the vision is given to everyone. The vision is given to the visioner and the visionee. And all the other things that I've done in my past, they didn't pan out. And I got no support. I was doing shit for free, y'all. I always had the vision just to bring women together, to have those honesty conversations, to see that we're not alone. And I love on that sister post that I posted, I'm trying to get to all the comments, y'all. By the time I upload this video, or this comment right now, or this commentary right now is going to be so out of date. But I'm trying to get all of the comments, y'all. But I love how you guys are having a sister circle in the comment section. I love how we're able to start having those healing conversations with each other. Because that's what it's about. That's what I'm here for. That's what I want us to do. I want us to heal. I don't want us to have that fake pretend healing. And I don't want to call it pretend. I'm sorry. I don't want it to be that. We all have different stages in our awakening. I've been in all of the stages, and I'm in this stage, and I'm sure there's somebody who's probably looking at me like, baby, you got a long way to go. you know. So I just don't want us to get stuck in certain stages when there's other stages that we need to move on to. But we think that the stage that we're in is the end game, and it's not. It's just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And so, and who's to say what my reality and my truth is? If it's real, it may just be an illusion and a delusion. It could be. But I do believe we could function better as a people if we just loved each other. And I think that's not delusional or an illusion. I think that's possible. And so all my other ventures, no one supported, and I was the only one. I was doing stuff for free. I would host events and all these things. No one would buy my books, nothing. Nobody supported me, right? And I would sit there and I would be like, man, God, I feel this is what you're telling me I came to this earth to be. I feel that you told me to come to this earth to bring people together, to help them evolve their lives. But every time I do that, I do it in verbal form. I've had online talk shows and online radio shows. I'll do it in written form. I've written books. I do it in, inspirational speaking and, doing all these holding workshops and vision board workshops and doing all these things. I was before my time. Before it was cool to do vision boards, I was passing out flyers in Texas talking about, please come to my vision board workshop. And these black women will look at me like I was fucking crazy. Because I came over from the West Coast, Yaya land, talking about vision boards. Man, I did all these things and I tried all these things just to reach people, but no one would ever come. No one ever listened. I used to write daily inspirational quotes and shit, but it's cool because all of that stuff was superficial. In the midst of me writing these inspirational posts, I was so fucking depressed. I was I was struggling. I'll leave it at that. I was grasping for anything, and I think that my inspiration and my need to be inspiring to others was my need to inspire myself. I needed something to cling to, and I was grasping for straws. And that's why it's so important for us to support each other, because some of us are just grasping for fucking straws. Some of us are out here just grasping for just somebody to reach back. And that's it. And we just ignore each other. And it's so ugly. Y'all got a G out here crying. I told y'all I don't cry. But that's why I sit through all these videos. That's why I make sure I leave a comment on every video that I can within reason. Like I said, I'm like 1,000 comments deep in that one video alone. I can't. And then I got other follow train videos that I did when the follow train first started for me, and I can't. I will be buried under comments. I'm already buried under comments. I'm starting not to be able to breathe. I'm sorry, my allergies are kicking in. Anyway, this is why I do what I do. Yes, I have my selfish motivations. I'm sowing good seeds. I'm trying to keep this vibration high. I'm trying to fucking float. My vibe is so goddamn high. I'm about to go on this, I got a reading and it said I gotta get me a little altar situation and get some tobacco and something else for my ancestors. I got 3 guides. I know I got 3 females and 1 male. Those are my guides. And they want some tobacco and some other situation. So I need to go get me a little altar situation so I can offer up that situation, because they said, situation's my thing. Because they said, if I pop them off with the tobacco, they're gonna keep feeding me information. And I love this shit. And so I was like, oh yeah, it's a done deal. I got you, homie.